I was in kidney failure, and I was on peritoneal dialysis, and my kidney doctor had been building me up for a transplant, and phone rang, and it was Shan's. And he said, "You got 2.5 hours to get down here. We have a perfect match." Bryan Herrington was living in Pensacola, and there was a bad storm over there, and him and his brother was in a roofing business. Evidently, Bryan fell off the roof on the way up, and his brain shifted. I don't know how many days they kept him alive until they found all the organ recipients, and that's how I ended up with Bryan's organs. I got a kidney and a pancreas.
After Bryan's death, I had to kind of take a whole different route as far as what I was going to do with my life. When he passed away 15 years ago, he had already decided to be an organ donor. One of those recipients is Jeff, and he got his kidney and his pancreas. Within a month of Bryan dying, we had gotten our first letter. And that was like just hearing from them and how much their life had changed with the fact that my husband didn't take them with him and he gave them to somebody else was a healing process and stuff for us in and of itself.
We had sent letters to the family on holidays and special occasions and all, and Terri wrote a letter with her phone number. I sat down in my recliner and said, "What the heck, I'm gonna give her a call." Called her up, we talked for 45 minutes. First time we ever talked. Ever since then, we've just kept in touch for the last 14 years, you know. My kidney started shutting down late in January, and I had called her and told her after I went to the doctor, and he said, "You know, you're gonna need a transplant." Another kidney. One day on social media, I just put a post out there to the public, you know, I needed a kidney. I had a lot of replies, you know, and people shared it, and Terri got on there and put on my page, you know, that you're getting mine.
Coming back from the Rose Bowl parade and stuff, and I'm seeing all the living donors and their joy, I needed to kind of look into being a living donor, and I would kind of push that away, push that aside. I'm like, all right, I'll do it eventually. And then Jeff called me, and he's like, I really hate to tell you this, but the kidney's failing. And I'm like, oh, well, that's just kind of funny, Jeff, because I've actually been thinking about this, that I need to be a living donor, so what do I got to do?
I said, well, I'll mail you a packet if you're really interested. And she said, I'm not really interested. You're getting my kidney.
The most common reasons why people need kidney transplantations is kidney failure, and the most common reasons for kidney failure in the United States, especially in the Southeast, is high blood pressure. In Jeff's situation, he had received a kidney transplant, and so his graft failure was due to his own body's immune response slowly over years affecting the function of the kidney so that it fails. One of the benefits of living donation kidney transplantation is the length of time that the kidney is outside of a body. In living donation, we start the donor operation, flush the kidney on the back table to put some preservation solution in it, and immediately bring it over to the next room where a waiting surgeon is there to put it in. In this case, both Dr. Andrioni and Dr. Kozlowski were in on the recipient surgery, and I did the donor operation. The benefits of going to UF Health transplant program is we are in a transplant center that has multidisciplinary providers caring for the transplant patients. So we have dedicated transplant nephrologists, dedicated dietitians, dedicated coordinators, dedicated floors that are all there just specifically to help transplanted candidates and recipients.
My hope is just that people realize that they have something that they can give. And we have people dying every single day that take organs with them that are good, that could go for somebody else and extend their life. So if you have something healthy and somebody needs it, why not?
There are way too many people in the country that need kidney transplants over the amount of deceased donor transplants. How we as a country and a people can improve on organ donation is to spread the word. Yes, be an organ donor. You can help somebody here in the world who needs it, and it's life changing. It is a gift of life, and it's pretty dramatic.
We didn't become organ donor and transplant recipient. We became family through a connection of the organ donation, and it's been that way and will stay that way.
I mean, I don't know how strong a relationship could be, you know. This girl's an angel, you know. I don't know how I could thank you or how I could repay you for such a wonderful life, you know, giving gift. She's one of a kind.